Bonjour tous, je m'appelle Rochelle. Bienvenue sur ma chaîne. So today I am going to be telling you all my favorite channels, YouTube channels for learning French. Now this list isn't going to include all of the YouTubers that I watch because some YouTubers I watch their channels just for the language motivation. They're really good at motivating you and encouraging you and giving you tips to learn language. And it can be for any language. It doesn't just have to be about the French language. So today's video is just going to be about French YouTube channels that are very good for teaching you French. And so I have I believe I have 5, maybe a bonus one. We'll see. So let's get started. So the first YouTube channel we're going to talk about is Comme une Française. It is hosted by Geraldine. Now I wish I could say her name with like a French accent, but the R's, yeah, I'm still working on my R's. But anyway, it is hosted by Geraldine. She is a French teacher. Now I do have notes because I don't want to miss anything, so you may see me looking away a little bit. But anyway, she helps you to learn spoken French. And as I have said many times, the French, they don't speak fast. I just listen slow. And so she really helps you learn to listen to fast spoken French. And that's really helpful because, you know, it's important for you to learn the pace of how languages are spoken. And she's really, really good at that. And she herself, she is French, and I do believe her mother may have been Puerto Rican, and her father was French, I believe. But anyway, I do highly suggest you check out her YouTube video called My Story. It talks about her struggles learning English as a young person and as a young adult. And because she shares her struggles about learning English, I just relate to it because I've had my own struggles learning French. And so she just she's transparent about that she has struggles learning English, and that we're gonna get through this language learning journey together. And she, even though she's been speaking English for a long time, she still talks about her struggles. And like I said, that relates to me because I've been studying French for a little while now and I still struggle with this. So it's kind of nice to see someone else having those issues as well. Okay, another thing that I like about her is she does a lot of things you don't do in France, or things you don't say around French people. And she really talks about common mistakes that English speakers make, and she tries to help you to not fall into those pitfalls. And so I really do enjoy those videos as well. All right, another thing that I like about her is that she helps you to kind of integrate into French society. So whether you are going to visit France one day or a French-speaking country one day or not, it still helps to know some of the things that French people do and some of the places in France and other French-speaking countries. And she really helps you with that. So I really like her channel. It's a really fun channel. And yeah, I just really like her channel, and I definitely highly recommend it. Okay. So, the last thing I wanted to say is she's also really good with teaching you greetings and tips and all of like the basic stuff, but then she elevates it to a whole nother level. She has some really cool series. During all of this lockdown stuff, she did a series of where she was reading French stories. So I would definitely go check that playlist out as well. All right, so on to number 2. Numéro 2. Right? Yeah? Okay. Okay, so the second channel that we are going to talk about is Lingoni French. Now this channel was formerly known as Learning with Alicia. So it's hosted by Alicia. However, she does have other guests on the channel as well. So at one time they were mainly just by her, but now there's quite a few teachers on this YouTube channel, which is really cool. So I like this channel because it really breaks down the different levels of French. So there's A1, A2, B1, B2. So if you are at any of those levels, then they have certain playlists that you can play and you can follow along and learn from those videos. Or if you just want to start from the very beginning, you can start at A1 and work your way up through the B2. Now, learning the certain levels may not be of any interest to you, but if you are going for the CEFR certification, and I will put that acronym somewhere right here, if you are interested in getting your certification, then I highly recommend this channel. I also like this channel because there's videos about everyday things, such as everyday routines and going to work and going to school, and just expressions that you would say in everyday French. There's a lot of videos for that. I also like their top 20 videos, where they may have like top 20 pieces of clothing or top 20 food groups, or whatever it may be. It's like they pick a subject and then they break down the top 20 words and expressions. So they may do one about clothing. So they will teach you how to say 20 different vocabulary words that pertain to clothing or food or cooking or whatever it may be. They have a playlist for that. So it's really neat because you can just go to their channel. If you're looking for something in particular, you can just search for it, and then they have videos for that. So that's why I really like this channel. I highly recommend that you check it out. So I think that's all I want to say about this channel. Let's move on to the next one, which will be numéro 3. Alright, so the next channel we're going to talk about is Street French. Street French is hosted by Charlie and Mia. Charlie is American and Mia is French. So they are a cute couple who do YouTube videos together. And what I love about their channel is that they do French videos on everyday spoken French. Not the formal French that you learn in school, but everyday spoken French. And also, I like their videos about verlan, which is slang French. And so basically you take a word and you flip it over. Like the word for crazy is fou. So in verlan it would be ouf, I believe. I think I'm saying that right. But anyway, basically you take the word and turn it around, which is cool. So you have femme, and then you have meuf, I believe, for a woman. But anyway, they are the real experts here. So if you are interested, go check out their videos in verlan. But also they talk about everyday French things. I do believe they're living in Paris right now. I believe so. But anyway, it's so cool to see Paris and France through their eyes. And they talk about French food, French cinema, French movies, French books, and all sorts of things. And they're very young, and so you learn a lot of the more commonly used words that a lot of the younger people are using in French-speaking countries. And so that's really neat. They teach you a lot of really cool tricks and things, like how to sound more like a native speaker today instead of just sounding like someone that, you know, just got out of school or something like that. But I really find their videos extremely helpful. Okay, let's see, what else? Oh, they also talk about life in France. For example, I would recommend their video they did about the coronavirus, and it really just gave an inside perspective of how things are going over there. But what's cool is they have the video in English and they have a separate video in French. So if you want, you can go and watch the English video first and then go and watch the French video and see how many words you pick up. So I would recommend that. And I also like how when they have conversations with each other, they go from French to English like seamlessly. And so you have to really catch up, but it's really cool. I also like their Instagram page. On that page, they post phrases that they'll say it, and then you can they have like an audio clip to go along with it. And also they do challenges and they ask you questions, and they really want you to comment on their Instagram posts in French. And then when you post a comment in French, like if they make a post where they ask a certain question and then you answer it in French, they will go through the comments and correct you if needed, or give you some tips like, oh, well, maybe you should use this instead of that, or something like that. So I really do enjoy their Instagram page. And also, I think this is probably what drew me to them in the first place, was their reaction videos. They do reaction videos to reaction videos to English speakers speaking French. So a lot of their videos are like American and British actors who speak French, and they just kind of like break down their videos. And so check that series out. It's really good, and it's really entertaining to see them kind of pick apart English speakers who are trying to speak French. And you know, some of these folks surprise me. There are some people, certain English speaking celebrities and musicians, I had no idea that they spoke French, and it's really cool, and I would definitely check them out. All right, so on to the next one. So this will be numéro 4. All right, so our next YouTube channel is Learn French with Alexa, and it is hosted by Alexa. Okay, Alexa is a ball of fun. She is a French teacher, of course, and she is a ball of fun. I enjoy listening to her videos. She was probably one of the early French language teachers that I watched on YouTube. I really like her channel, and she has a ton of videos. I mean, she has videos for everybody from beginner to intermediate to advanced, wherever you are in your French language learning, she has a video for you, and I really like her videos. She teaches you simple things like the alphabet, colors, days of the week, months, you know, stuff like that, really elementary sort of things, beginner sort of things. But she also has videos for advanced learners. Now, she has a video series for the GCSE, and I'll put that acronym somewhere around here too. But anyway, it is the GCSE, and it is a type of proficiency exam that you take. And basically, she will come up with kind of like an essay, and she will go through the essay word by word, teaching you how to say it. And so the question may be something about cell phone usage, or something about yourself. Like, let's just say she's the examiner and you're the student, and she asks you how many members are in your family, or tell me about your family. Well, she has like an essay where she has written out maybe like, I don't know, 6 or 7 sentences about describing your family, and she'll go through each of those sentences and each of those words and teach you. And so by the time you get to the end of the video, you now know how to express yourself if someone was to ask you, describe your family, or, you know, talk about cell phone usage, or talk about some sort of event that's going on. She really helps you to be able to make conversations, which is, you know, what the goal is here. We want to be able to talk to people. And so I definitely have her videos on repeat, and I definitely recommend that particular playlist. So she also helps you to understand topics that everybody can relate to, such as like music and TV. And not only does she just teach you about music and TV, she also teaches you how to have a conversation about music. So if someone asks you, well, what's your favorite music, or why is that your favorite music, or what's your favorite TV show, she will show you how to have a conversation with someone so that you can answer it and have that dialogue. So that's really cool. Like I said, she is a ton of fun. She gets really excited about her videos, and I've been following her for a super long time. I also like the pace of her videos. When she's teaching you something, like for example, she has some really good videos on how to tell time in French. And so she'll say the time, and then she'll give you a couple of seconds to say it yourself, and then she'll repeat it again. And so she gives you that time where you can really work on pronouncing the word yourself or pronouncing the time yourself. And so yeah, definitely go and check out her video. And I will be leaving a link in the description box to each of these YouTube channels that you can go check out. All right, so where are we? I believe we are on numéro 5. Okay, so my next YouTube channel is My French Story, and this YouTube channel is hosted by Pearl. Now, Pearl is a French native. However, she is currently living in Australia, which is awesome. So this channel, I absolutely love it. She teaches a lot of grammar rules, you know, a lot of passé composé and a lot of verb conjugations and things like that. And that is important to know. It is important to know how to use your verbs and your subjects. And she really breaks that down, but she breaks it down in a fun way. Also, she teaches you about conversation tips and just how to express yourself, how to introduce yourself. And also she teaches a lot of useful phrases. You know, it's important to build your vocabulary words, but it's also important to be able to put those into sentences. And she definitely helps you with that. I also like her videos where she says like things you shouldn't do. And I love her thumbnails. They're all really good. But she does videos on teaching you like common mistakes, because in the French language, there's a lot of words that sound similar to each other. And if you pronounce them wrong, you will either embarrass yourself or make a horrible mistake, because French words, they just sound so similar to each other, but they have completely different meanings. And she's really good about identifying those and talking about those common French mistakes that non-French speakers make. And she shows you how to avoid those mistakes. She also does reaction videos to English-speaking people speaking French. And the two videos that I loved was the Audrey Hepburn one and the Bradley Cooper one. I did not know about Audrey Hepburn speaking French. I mean, amazing. She also did one on Jodie Foster that was really good. And Bradley Cooper, that one was really good. It was really funny. And as an American, I didn't realize that there were so many celebrities that spoke French. Like Audrey Hepburn, I didn't know that. Bradley Cooper, I had heard about. Jodie Foster, I had heard about, but their level of French is absolutely amazing. It kind of gives me hope, you know, that one day I can get on that level. So yeah, that is Pearl, and I definitely suggest that you go check out her channel. All right, so I do believe that is 5, but I have a bonus one. So off to numéro 6. Okay, so this last one I'm going to call my honorable mention, and the name of it is called Learn French with Learn French with French Pod 101. It's a long name. It's a super long name, but Learn French with French Pod 101. That is the name of this channel. And this channel has several hosts, but my favorite is Leah. Leah's really cool. So this channel really, it specializes in French audio and visual lessons, and they have a lot of words every beginner must know sort of videos. And so they have videos for beginners, intermediate, advanced. They have videos for everyone to be able to practice their French. And so I would check out this channel. It's really good, especially if you want to pick up a lot of French vocabulary, then I would totally check out this channel. Okay, so were there any that I missed? Maybe you know about some French YouTube channels. If so, leave it in the comment section below. And remember that I'm going to be doing a separate video on YouTube channels that motivate you to learn a language, that inspire you, and they offer tips on how to learn a language. Not just French, but any language. The videos that they make can be applied to any language. And a lot of these YouTubers, they are multilingual. They know several languages and they have a lot of knowledge about learning languages. So, merci d'avoir regardé ma vidéo. À la prochaine!